fan, I'd imagine all this success is a bit of a dream, but you doing it with your brother must make it even more kind of special.
Yeah, it is. And I probably won't sit back and realise what we've won until the day we retire, whenever that is, and you sit back and appreciate the medals that you've won. I suppose it was growing up, I would have always went to All-Ireland finals when I was young, and it would have been rare enough that Limerick would have been in them. So yeah, looking when we're in our third final now in 4 years, it is a bit surreal, especially to have their Tom with me as well. It is a special occasion for the family and for our club as well. So it's great.
I presume you would have been bossing him as a kid growing up.
Yeah, we would have played an awful lot out the back. Tom is a twin brother as well, so it kind of would have been the three of us would have played the two of them against me in small-sided games out the back. So I taught him everything he needs to know about hurling. But yeah, no, it is great to be playing with the brother. Yeah.
Is the twin on the scene at club level?
He plays a bit with the club as well. Yeah. So yeah, I suppose growing up the three of us would have had great battles, and yeah, it is. Hurling clubs are all about families, really. So it's super occasion. We'll have all the cousins and the aunts and uncles going to the games.
Is there almost like a feeling that you're delighted to be back and do it maybe with supporters again? I know it was a very echoey, hollow Croke Park last year.
Yeah, no, look, an All-Ireland medal is an All-Ireland medal. We still had like that feeling in the dressing room after the final last year was just unreal. Look, we didn't have the celebrations that we would have had in 2018 for obvious reasons, but it is great now to see supporters back. I remember watching the Euros there a few months ago in the soccer and seeing the crowds at those games just, I suppose, makes you jealous of those countries and saying you want that back here as well. So even the last day seeing the crowd back, and there'll be more again at the final, is great because it really does add to the atmosphere. Even that day below Park Cree for the Munster final, it was only 6,000 or 7,000, but it felt like 2 or 3 times that amount. So look, it is great to get the crowd back, and it really does make the occasion that bit more special.
And Donald mentioned there that the whole team are vaccinated. Is it still something you're very conscious of avoiding picking up COVID in this scenario?
Yeah, definitely. Like you see there with the Tyrone footballers and that, it's still out there. So yeah, we try and stick to our bubble as much as we can and try not to be mixing with others, especially in indoor settings. So yeah, it was great that we're all kind of vaccinated now at this stage, but you can still, I think, be deemed a close contact in that even if you're vaccinated. So yeah, we just try in for the next 2 weeks now, stick to our own bubble and try not to be mixing too much.
You said there you went to All-Ireland finals from the age. Do you remember the first one you went to?
Yeah, 99 Cork and Kenny was my first one actually. I was only 6, and I've been to every All-Ireland since then actually. So there wasn't many that Limerick were in the first few years. It was always your tipping Corks and Kilkennys. So yeah, it is a bit mad now that we've been in 3 finals now in 4 years. Limerick supporters probably aren't, and we haven't been used to that success.
Did you get drenched that day?
I did. I remember it. I remember it well. So the All-Ireland final is always a great occasion. It's always a weekend that I would have always looked forward to, whether Limerick were in it or weren't in it. So yeah, being able to play in one now is just a bit mad when you're thinking about it. Growing up, that was your dream, to be playing in All-Ireland finals for your county. So to be able to live that experience the last few years is just great.
And as the twins were growing up and getting older, would there be scraps who gets the tickets, or would you probably have to accommodate all?
There would have been sometimes, yeah, when tickets were scarce. Towards the latter years, sometimes we might have managed to get tickets for us all, but yeah, we would have always made it kind of nearly a family day out. That would have been the one weekend. Whoever was playing on it, we would have always made the trip to Croke Park.
Any final standouts in particular of all those?
I suppose that 2014, the Tip Kilkenny one with the Hawkeye incident at the end was probably for excitement. That one probably stands out the most. But look, yeah, there's been some great finals. I suppose Limerick Kilkenny in 2007. It was the first time Limerick had been in a final in a good few years. So I remember the excitement around the county even at that time. I think I was 14, so I was still young, but I still remember it very well.
Well, Limerick only been in one final since you started going. I presume a good few of your heroes would have been outside of Limerick then, and there you would have been watching those days. Or anyone in particular?
I remember Dan Shannon for Waterford would have always been a big one of mine in the 2000s. I just loved the way he played the game, and yeah, he probably would have been one that would have stood out for me. That was, I suppose, a great Waterford team for those couple of years.
Yeah, you didn't decide to celebrate like him any of your points today, nothing like that.
No, I have to get rid of the helmet now.
Dan, your likely opponent on Sunday week. Have you any special plans for Mr. Horgan?
No, look, whoever you're marking, you just have to get on with it. Every player, I suppose, has their certain strengths. Look, all 6 Cork forwards are serious players. There's no such thing as an easy opponent nowadays. Anyone who's starting in an All-Ireland final is a serious player. So, yeah, just have to deal with what's in front of us and the ball that's coming in.
What's your day job, Dan, or what do you do?
I'm an accountant, so yeah, busy enough between the work and the training now. Most of the lads in the team are either students or teachers, so they all have the summers off. They have it nice and handy.